All right. Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh Shah, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh Shah, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahweh Shah, Kolo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Raha Kudas. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who well and teach well, where we learn this knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. This is Lakamah from the Virginia branch of Great Millstone with a lesson. I'm entitled this a lesson. It's a war going on outside. That's a bar from Mobb Deep, Shook Ones. He starts off the verse, "There's a war going on outside that no man is safe from." Well, there's a spiritual war going on right now, and the only men that are going to be safe is the elect, the men that sign cry in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah and the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. The men, women, and children that the Lord points to be that have the mark of exemption, I should say, the Thawa. The elect, the 144,000 of the elect, the kings and priests, are going to be the men that's out here on the highways and byways and confessing the name and the gospel, being prophetic, speaking prophecy, things to come. So I just wanted to get a couple scriptures real quick on being spiritual, because this is a spiritual war. It's not a physical, not a carnal war right now. It's a spiritual battle that you deal with from the time you open your eyes to the time you lay down at night, or whatever time you go to rest, And sometimes you still having a spiritual war while you are resting, So I'm going to just get a couple scriptures, to remind brothers to be spiritual. It's hard at times because we're in this flesh, but we have to make sure our spirit conquers our flesh. So let's go to the scriptures real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 45, and it reads, it says, "And so it was written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit." And if you could receive it, Adam, the first Adam, was the Lord, and the Lord was a few people. He's Melchizedek, Malak Tazadok, that is, king of righteousness, Solomon, Isaac, that's another lesson. But the first Adam, wasn't supposed to walk around with the knowledge, He was more of a, moved as a physical being. The last Adam, which is Yahweh Shah, moved on the spiritual, There's a lot of things he could have did as a physical man, but he made sure his spirit was upright over his flesh. Because remember, he prayed to the Lord to take the cup away from him, essentially not having to get slew on a tree and deal with the pain. But his spirit overcame his physical, his fear, the pain he knew he was going to endure. His physical was stronger than that. So, that's a perfect example of who we should walk after. So we have to make sure, to the best of our abilities, we deal with the spiritual, not the physical. Because the physical, well, let's get there real quick. Let's go to Romans 8 and 4 real quick. Salakia, come on. All right, this is Romans 8 and 4. It says, I started 3. It says, "For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God's, or the Most High, sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh," right? He came in the physical body, right? "And for sin, condemned sin in the flesh," right? He condemned sin in the flesh. So even though he was in his physical state, he was spiritual because he condemned the transgression of the law, right? That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit, right? So even though we're in this flesh, we have to deal with pain. We sin ourselves, but we're leaning towards the spirit, because we know The spirit, being spiritual, will give you everlasting life. You know what I mean? Believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, not the law itself, even though we try but to the best of our ability to follow the law. We know through grace, through mercy of Yahweh Shah that, hey, and that's a spiritual thing. Salakia, verse 5, for they that are after the flesh do mind things of the flesh, right? So if you're a carnal man, you're going to enjoy doing carnal things, right? It says, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So if you're trying to feed your spirit and you obtain spiritual gain, you're going to keep, well, if you have the right mind on you and the right spirit, you're going to keep trying to gain more spiritual gain so your spirit could grow, if you could receive that. But this is the point, verse 6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And why? Because if we become the first fruits and we receive the kingdom, which we will do, we just pray that we're the hopeful elect. We pray that we're the elect, I should say, because we are the hopeful elect. We will have eternal rest and peace in the kingdom of Yasha Allah, because we know we're in the kingdom of E right now and everything's a madhouse, So we continue to fight to gain peace and spirit, I should say, spiritual gain, Salakia. Let's go to John 6 and 663, Salakia. It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak to you, they are spirit and they are life. So the words, the comforter, which is the scriptures, are spirit and they are life. They give you true life, real living, because we're not living right now. We're existing, man. We're suffering right now because we're not in in a world that's right side up. Everything is, like I said, a madhouse is haywire. You know how you work in a warehouse, or you go to a circuit breaker and it's old and you can't read which breaker belongs to what part of the building. That's this world right now, because everything is just all over the place. Half the breakers work, half of them don't work. It might the first breaker might say gate entrance, and it's really for something on the back side of the warehouse. That's this place right now. So we have to keep our minds on a spiritual level. Let's go to Galatians 5 and 22, I believe. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering. And that's part of the test we go through, the long suffering of wanting the kingdom of righteousness to come. The kingdom of Yasha Allah is long suffering, because no man knows the time, not even Yahweh Shah, when he's coming back to save his people, right? It says gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance, Salakia. Against such there is no law. So the fruit of the Spirit is love. And what is love? Keeping of the commandments, to keep things right side up. Keep order. That's gonna level the playing field for your spirit. Let's go to John 14 and 17. Salakia. John 14 and 17. I'll start at 16. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. And that's just, like I said, that's just the scriptures. The scriptures is the comforter, man. Remember, Yahweh Shah is the word, man. It says, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it seeth him not. And this world can't see it because it's a carnal world. 1 John 2 and 15, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him not him. But ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. That's right. And out of one Radazah we be of the men. The Lord resides in us because we are following his footsteps. And the Lord said, I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more. But ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also. Right? The world doesn't believe in the true Messiah, because they think it's a fairy tale because of all the bullshit in these Christian churches. Excuse my French, Let's go to John 4 and 24, I believe. Oh, let me start at 22, because I did mention verse 23. It says, ye, this is red letter, so it's the Lord speaking. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So we know what we're worshiping. We know that the Lord is coming back to save us, and he's coming to save his people, his stock. That's Yasha'Allah, not everybody. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. Yeah, worship not in carnality, in spirit. So yeah, you guys that's out here being super bruised, you're being more physical. You're trying to look the part, but where's your spirit at? Is your spirit really after Yahweh Shem Yahushua? And in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. Yeah, the Most High is seeking the true men of the Lord.